So find the perimeter. So first we're going to discuss on how to find the perimeter. That is the scalene. Anyway, this is the figure of the scalene. So I don't know how to draw on that. This is the figure of the scalene. It is a B, it is a C, and also this is A. So anyway, this scalene is a triangle with all three sides, different in length and all three angles different in measure. So the angles in a scalene triangle can be acute, right, or obtuse with the sum of interior angles always equal to 180 degrees. So most triangle as the lengths of all three sides of these triangles are not equal. So remember that some all triangles as the length of all three sides of these triangles are not equal. So all the three sides of these angles are not equal. The perimeter of a scalene triangle is the distance around the triangle, the sum of the lengths of the scalene triangle. Therefore, to calculate the perimeter of a scalene triangle, we require the length of all three sides and can be calculating using this formula. So our formula this scalene, that is perimeter equals E plus B plus C. So E, B, C not equal. So you're going to write here our formula this scalene, that is E plus B plus C. So let's have here an example about this scalene. So let's have here an example of the scalene. So where the sides are E equals 6 units, B equals 15 units, and C equals 20 units. What is the perimeter of the scalene triangle? Okay, our given is E equals 6 units, B equals 15 units, and C equals 20 units. So now we're going to substitute our formula of perimeter and scalene. So our formula is perimeter equals E plus B plus C. So our E is 6 plus our B is 15 and our C is 20. So in our perimeter, that is 41 units. So therefore, the perimeter of the scalene triangle is 41 units. See, the perimeter of an isosceles triangle is the total length of its boundary, which means the sum of all its sides. A triangle, if it has two equal sides and two equal angles. So the perimeter of an isosceles triangle is calculated by adding the length of all three sides. Since an isosceles triangle has two equal sides, its perimeter can be calculated if the base and one equal of side is known. So it is our base and the two sides will be equal. So our formula, this perimeter of isosceles, that is perimeter equals 2A plus B. So there are two sides are equal and one side. So let's have here the examples of isosceles. What is the perimeter of an isosceles triangle with the length of one of the equal sides? 10 centimeter and the base is equal 6 centimeter. So our given is, so the equal side is 10 centimeter, and then our base, that is centimeter. So let's have here the formula. Perimeter equals to A plus B. So our equal sides is 10 centimeter. That is 2 times 10 plus 6. So 2 times 10 equals to 20. 10 plus 6. 20 plus 6 equals to 26 centimeter. So the perimeter of the given isosceles triangle is 26 centimeter. Let's have here another example. Here, number 2 examples. Find the perimeter of an isosceles triangle where the equal sides are 13 inches each and the third side is 7 inches. So in our formula is perimeter of isosceles equals 2A plus B. So equals to our the equal side is 13 inches. 13 plus 7. So 2 times 13, that is 26, plus 7 equals 33 inches. So in our isosceles of this, in our perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 33 inches. So in our examples, find the perimeter of isosceles is what is the length of the third side of an isosceles triangle with equal sides measuring 10 inches each and the perimeter of 37 inches. So in our formula, this one, the perimeter of an isosceles equals 2A plus B. So our perimeter, that is 37, equals to, in our equal size measure, that is 10 inches plus B. So 37 equals 2 times 10 equals 20 plus B. So 37 minus 20 equals B. That is 17 B, or B 17 inches. So therefore in our perimeter of an isosceles, this problem, that is 17 inches. So we define the perimeter of equilateral. So the perimeter of an equilateral triangle is the sum of its three sides. A triangle is considered to be equilateral if it has the following basic properties. All three sides are equals. All three angles are equal to 60 degrees. So our three sides are equals, that is A and E. So in our formula of this equilateral perimeter, that is 3E, where E represents one side of the triangle. Since all three sides of an equilateral triangle are equal, the sum becomes A plus E equals 3E. So that is our formula of the equilateral perimeter of equilateral. So this is our examples of the equilateral. What is the perimeter of an equilateral triangle with each side measuring 30 inches? So in our formula of equilateral triangle is perimeter equals 3E. So 3 times in our equilateral triangle with each side measuring, that is 30 inches. So our perimeter of equilateral, that is 90 inches. So this is our perimeter of an equilateral of this problem. Now we're going to find the perimeter of square. So this is the square. This is square. that is side. This is a side. So the perimeter of a square is defined as the total length that its boundary covers. The perimeter of any closed geometrical shape is calculated by finding the distance around that shape. For a square, the perimeter can be calculated by finding the sum of all three sides. Since all four sides are equal, it is 4 times the length of each side of each square. So, that is our formula. Perimeter of a square equals 4 times side. So, that is our formula of this square. That is equals. There are 4 sides are equal. This is our examples of the square. Calculate the perimeter of a square with each side measuring 7 units. So this is our formula. So perimeter of a square equals 4 times side. So equals 4 times in our measuring of all sides, that is 7 units. So equals 28 units. So that is our perimeter of a square. So let's have the other examples of perimeter of a square. If the perimeter of a square is 64 units, find each side. So in our formula equals formula is 3 equals 4 times side. So now our perimeter is 64 units. In 4 times side. So going to this side you can transpose this. The side equals 64 divided by 4 equals 16 units. So now find the perimeter of rectangle. This is the figure of the rectangle. It is called the width. So there are 2 width and there are 2 length. So now let's have here. So now the perimeter of rectangle is the total distance of its outer boundary. It is twice the sum of its length and width, and it is calculated with the help of the formula. So now in our formula is perimeter equals 2 times length plus width. So now let's have here the examples of this perimeter of rectangle. So this is our examples of perimeter of rectangle. Find the perimeter of rectangle whose sides are 12 cm and 8 cm. So in our given, that is length equals 12 cm and width that is 8 cm. So this is our formula. Perimeter of rectangle. Perimeter equals 2 times length plus width. So 2 our length, that is 12 cm plus 8 cm. So equals 12 plus 8, that is 20 cm. So our perimeter of rectangle equals 40 cm. So therefore in our perimeter of the rectangle that is 40 cm. So in our second examples of the find the perimeter of rectangle, that is what is the perimeter of rectangle with a length of 15 millimeter and a width of 13 millimeter. So our formula equals P equals 2 times length plus width. So equals 2 in our length, that is 15 millimeter plus in our width, that is 30. So equals is 2 times 15 plus 30, that is 28. So in our perimeter of a rectangle, that is 56 millimeter. So this is our perimeter of rectangle of this bracket. So now find the perimeter of rhombus. So this is the perimeter of rhombus. So the perimeter of a rhombus is the sum of all its sides. Rhombus is a quadrilateral in which all four sides are of the same measure. A rhombus is always a parallelogram, but a parallelogram may not necessarily be a rhombus always. Since all the four sides of a rhombus are equal, the basic formula to find the perimeter of a rhombus is P equals 4A, where A is the side of the rhombus. This is the side of the rhombus. So the sides of the rhombus are equals. As I discussed earlier, the perimeter of a rhombus is the sum of the lengths of all its sides. We know that sides of a rhombus are of equal lengths. Let us consider a rhombus of length A. Then the perimeter of a rhombus is E plus E plus E plus E, which is 4E. Thus, the perimeter of a rhombus formula is this one. P equals 4E. So let's have here the examples of rhombus. Find the perimeter of rhombus that has a side length of 10 units. So our formula is perimeter of rhombus equals 4A. So equals 4 in our side length of rhombus, that is 10 units. You're going to multiply in 10. So our perimeter of rhombus, that is 40 units. Let's have here another examples of find our perimeter of rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus with one side 7 units. Find the perimeter of ABCD. So solution, let us assume that the side of the length of rhombus ABCD is A units. The side length of the given rhombus is A equals 7 units. So in our formula is perimeter of rhombus, that is equals 4E. So 4, we're going to multiply the 7 units. That is our side of rhombus. So perimeter of rhombus equals 4 times 7, that is 28 units. So find the perimeter of regular polygons. So a regular polygons that is equilateral and equiangular is known as a regular polygon. Thus, we calculate the perimeter of regular polygons using the formulas associated with each polygon. The formulas of some commonly used regular polygons are: so names of regular polygon, the perimeter of regular polygon. So first, that is equilateral triangle. So in our perimeter of regular polygons, that is 3 times length of one side. This square, that is 4 times length of one side. Then regular pentagon, that is 5 times length of one side. The last is regular hexagon, that is 6 times the length of one side. So those are you going to use of our formula of the regular polygons of the perimeter. So now, let's have here the more examples about the perimeter of regular polygons. Therefore, the formula to find the perimeter of a regular polygon is perimeter of a regular polygon equals number of sides times length of one side. So the examples is find the perimeter of a regular hexagon whose each side is 6 inches long. So in our formula of regular polygons, that is number of sides times length of one side. So perimeter of a regular polygons, that the number of sides is 6 inches times length of one side of hexagon, that is 5. So our perimeter of regular polygons, that is 6 times 5 equals 30 inches. So therefore, in our perimeter of a regular hexagon, that is 30 inches. So let's have the other examples of regular polygons. Find the length of the side of an equilateral triangle if its perimeter is 27 units. So in our formula, perimeter of regular polygons, that is number of sides times length of one side. So perimeter of regular polygons, so in our number of sides of equilateral triangle, that is 3 times, that is alone, length is, that is unknown, so A. So in our perimeter units, that is 27. 27 equals 3 times A. So 27 equals 3 times A, that is 3A. So now we're going to divide it by 3 both sides. Then cancel it, equals A. 27 divided by 3, that is 9. Or E equals 9 units. So therefore, in our the length of the side of an equilateral triangle, that is 9 units. The perimeter of circumference of a circle. A perimeter of a circumference. Perimeter of circumference of a circle, that is the perimeter of a circle formula is used to find the perimeter of a circle. The perimeter of a circle is its boundary where the components are length of the periphery of a circle. So the perimeter of a circle formula has 3 components, 2 constants, and 1 variable, which is the radius of circle. So the formula to calculate the perimeter of a circle given as perimeter of circumference of a circle is 2 pi times r equals pi p units. So r, that is radius of the circle, that b, that is diameter of the circle. The formula of perimeter of a circle, that is pi, then diameter of the circle. So let's have here the examples of the perimeter of a circumference of a circle. So don't forget this, the formula. Example, using the perimeter of a circle formula, calculate the circumference of the circle with a diameter of 7 in. So use the value of pi as 22/7. So the formula of perimeter circle, that is equals pi times diameter. So that is our formula of the circle. So perimeter equals, in our pi is 22/7, then our diameter is 7. So 22/7 times 7 equals to 22 inches. That is our perimeter of a circle. So the other example is using the perimeter of a circle formula. Find the radius of the circle having a circumference of 110 inch. To use the value of phi as 22/7. So the perimeter of the circle or circumference is the formula that is 2 pi r equals 110. So you're going to put 2 times in our value of pi, that is 22/7 times radius equals 110. So you can transpose, so radius equals 110 times 2 times 22/7, that is 7/44. So radius equals 17.5. That is in our radius of circle. So now find the area of a square. So square is a closed two-dimensional shape with 4 equal sides and 4 equal angles. The 4 sides of the square form the 4 angles at the vertices. So the properties of the square: the opposite sides are parallel. All 4 sides are equals. So all angles measure, that is 90 degrees. So area of a square formula: the formula for the area of a square when its sides are given is area of a square side times side. So the area of a square, that is equals side times side equals a square. Side times side. So let's have here the examples of the area of a square. To find the area of a square of side 7 cm. So we know that the area of a square, the formula is equal side times side. So in our side of our area of a square, that is 7 times 7. So equals 49 centimeter square. So therefore the area of the given is 49 centimeter square. So let's have here the other example. So what is the area of a square shaped swimming pool whose one side is equal to 8 meters? So we know that one side of the swimming pool is 8 meters. So we will use the formula area of square, that is side times side. So now in our side of the area of a square, that is 8 times 8 equals 64 meter square. So find the area of rectangle. Rectangle, that is area occupied by a rectangle within its boundary, is called the area of the rectangle. This is the figure of the area of rectangle. So the formula of the area of a rectangle is used to find the area occupied by the rectangle within its boundary. In the above example, the area of the rectangle whose length is 4 inches and the width is 3 inches. So we have 4 times 3 equals 12 inches. The area of a rectangle is obtained by multiplying its length and width. Thus, the formula for the area of a rectangle whose length and width are L and W, respectively, is the product L times W. The area of a rectangle equals length times width square unit, just like for example this one. So our width that is 3 inches and the length is 4 inches. So this is our formula. So our length that is 4 times and our width that is 3 inches. So 3. So 4 times 3 that is 12 inches. So therefore in our area of a rectangle that is 12 inches. So let's have here the other example. We will find the area of the rectangles whose length is 15 units and breadth is 4 units. To find the area, so in our formula that is area of rectangle equals length times width. So in our length that is 15 times and our width that is 4 units. Okay, the area of a rectangle 15 times 4 that is 60 units. Find the area of trapezoid. The area of trapezoid is the total space covered by each side. An interesting point to be noted here is that if we know the length of all sides, we can simply split the trapezoid into smaller polygons like triangles and rectangles. Find their area and add them up to get the area of the trapezoid. So in our formula, that is area of trapezoid equals 1/2 times A plus B times height, where A is the area of trapezoid, and A and B are the bases or parallel sides, and H is the height or the perpendicular distance between A and B. So that is our figure, the area of trapezoid. So let's have here the examples of trapezoid. Find the area of trapezoid whose parallel sides are 32 cm and 12 cm respectively, and whose height is 5 cm. The area of trapezoid equals 1/2 times A plus B times height. So equals 1/2 in our A that is 32 cm plus in our B that is 12 cm, in our height that is 5 cm. So equals 1/2 32 plus 12 that is 44 times 5. So 1/2 times 44 times 5 that is 110 centimeter square. So if one of the bases of a trapezoid is equal to 8 units, its height is 12 units, and its area is 108 square units. Find the length of the other base. Solution: E equals 8 units, B that is unknown, area of trapezoid that is 108 units, and height is the formula of area trapezoid equals 1/2 open parenthesis A plus B close parenthesis times height. So in our area of trapezoid that is 108 equals 1/2 in our A that is 8 plus B, then in our height that is 12. So 108 equals 1/2 times 12 that is 6. So we're going to copy that one, 8 plus B. So now we're going to dividing by 6 both sides. So 108 divided by 6 that is 18. So 6 divided by 6 that is 1. 1 times 8 plus B that is 8 plus B. So now we're going to transpose. 18 minus 8 equals to 10. So now this is a B. 10 equals B, or B equals 10 units. Therefore, in our area of trapezoid is 10 units. Find the area of triangle. The area of a triangle is defined as the total space occupied by the three sides of a triangle in a two-dimensional plane. The basic formula for the area of triangle is equal to half. Is equal to half the product of its base and height. So in our formula of triangles equals 1/2 times base times height. That is our height, that is our base. So find the area of triangle. The area of triangle is defined as the total space occupied by the three sides of a triangle in a two-dimensional plane. The basic formula for the area of triangle is equal to half the product of its base and height. So this is our formula of the area of triangles. 1/2 times base times height. So let's have here the example. So let's have here the examples of area of triangle. In our height, that is 4 centimeter. In our base, that is 2 centimeter. So in our formula of area of triangle, that is 1/2 times base times height. So equals 1/2 times in our base, that is 2, times in our height, that is 4. So equals 1/2 times 2 times 4 equals to 4 centimeter square. Find the area of parallelogram. A parallelogram is a four-side, two-dimensional figure with two equal opposite sides, two intersecting and non-equal diagonals, and opposite angles that are equal. The area of a parallelogram can be calculated by multiplying its base with the altitude. The base and altitude of a parallelogram are perpendicular to each other as shown in the following figure. So in our formula of area, the parallelogram is equals base times height. B is the length of the height. H is the height or altitude. Example: if the base of parallelogram is equal to 5 cm and the height is 4 cm, then find its area. So this is our formula. Now our base, that is 5 cm times 4 equals 20 cm square. That is in our area of parallelogram of this video. Find the area of a kite. An area of a kite can be defined as the amount of space enclosed or encompassed by a kite in a two-dimensional plane. The area of a kite is half the product of the length of its diagonal. The formula to determine the area of a kite is equals 1/2 times diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. Here, diagonal 1 and diagonal 2 are long and short diagonals of a kite. Example: 4 friends are flying kites of the same size in the kite. The lengths of diagonals of each kite are 12 and 15 inch. Determine the sum of areas of all the 4 kites. So this is our formula of the area of a kite. So 1/2 times in our diagonal of 1, that is 12, times in our diagonal 2, that is 15. So area of a kite equals to 1/2 times 12 times 15, that is 90 in square. That is our answer of this video. Find the area of a rhomboid. The amount of space occupied by a rhomboid is called the area of a rhomboid. Since the diagonal of a rhomboid divides it into two congruent triangles, the area of a rhomboid becomes twice the area of a triangle. The area of a rhomboid is represented in square units. Observe the following rhomboid with altitude or height and base B and side E. The formula of a rhomboid that is 2x bracket 1/2 times base times height bracket equals base times height. Just like example. Calculate the area of a rhomboid with a base of 8 inches and the altitude or height as 5 inches. So in our formula of area of a rhomboid, that is base times height. So area of a rhomboid equals, in our base, that is 8 times 5. So area of a rhomboid equals 40 and square. That is our area of a rhomboid of this problem. Find the area of a rhombus. Can be defined as the amount of space enclosed by a rhombus. Of space enclosed by a rhombus in a two-dimensional space. A rhombus is an equilateral quadrilateral because all the sides have equal lengths. In a rhombus, diagonals bisect each other at right angles. A rhombus is a parallelogram. We know that the area of a parallelogram is given by multiplying base and height square units. The same is applied to the rhombus as well. Example. This is the figure of the rhombus. So in our ABCD, so that is ABCD. This is our figure of the rhombus. So just like for example this one. So area of a rhombus equals 1/2 times BD times AC. That is ABCD. E. So in our BD equals 2 times BE. So 2 times in our BE, that is 8 yards. 2 times 8, that is 16 yards. In our AC equals 2 times BE, that is 2 times 10 equals 20 yards. So this is our formula of the rhombus. Area of a rhombus equals 1/2 times BD, that is 16, times AC, that is 20. So equals 1/2 times 16, that is 8 times 20, that is 116 yards of area of the rhombus. Find the area of a rhombus having a side length of 7 inches in the height of the rhombus of 10 inches. This is our formula of area of a rhombus equals base times height square units. Area of a rhombus, now our base, that is 7 inches times 10 of the height. So area of a rhombus, 7 times 10, that is 70 inches square. Find the area of a regular polygon. A regular polygon is a polygon that has equal sides and equal angles. Thus, the technique to calculate the value of the area of regular polygons is based on the formulas associated with each polygon. There are names of polygon, area of polygons. Okay, equilateral triangle, the area of polygons, that is open parenthesis square root of 3x times length of side square divided by 4. And also square, the area of polygon of square, that is length square. Regular pentagon, area of polygon, 1/4 times square root of 5, open parenthesis, 5 plus 2 square root of 5 times side square. And a regular hexagon, area of polygon, that is bracket 3 square root of 3 times open parenthesis length of a side square bracket divided by 2. Example: find the area of a regular pentagon whose side is 7 inches long. This is a formula of regular pentagon. 1/4 times square root of 5x open parenthesis 5 plus 2 square root of 5 times side square. So equals 1/4 times, going to copy the square root, times, so our side that is 7 inches. So 7 inches, it means 7 times 7, that is 49. So 1/4 times square root of 5 times 5 plus 2 square root of 5 times 7 squared equals 84.3 square units. Find the area of a circle. So the area of a circle is the amount of space enclosed within the boundary of a circle. The area of a circle can be calculated in the intermediate steps from the diameter and the circumference of a circle. From the diameter and the circumference, we can find the radius and then find the area of a circle. But this formula provides the shortest method to find the area of a circle. Suppose a circle has a radius, then the area of a circle, find radius square, or find diameter square divided by 4 square units. So we'll find that is 27 over 7, or 3.14. And D is the diameter. This is the formula, the area of a circle. Just like for the example, if the length of the radius of a circle 4 units, calculate its area. This is the formula of a radius. Area of a radius equals 5 radius squared. So area of a circle equals 5 times, so in our radius of a circle, that is 4 squared. So area of a circle, that is 5, 16. So 4 times 2, that is 16, or 65. So the 16 square, that is, the answer is 50.57 square units. Now find the surface area of triangular pyramid. The formula for the surface area of a triangular pyramid is calculated by adding up the area of all triangular faces of a pyramid. The surface area of a right triangular pyramid is equals 1/2 open parenthesis A times B close parenthesis plus 3/2 open parenthesis B times S close parenthesis. This is the formula of the surface area of triangular pyramid. So B is the side of the triangle pyramid. A is the height of the base triangle. S is the slant height of a triangular pyramid. 1/2 times A plus B is the base area of a triangular faces. 3/2 B times S is the product of the perimeter and slant height of the pyramid. Just like for example, Each side of a triangular pyramid is of length 3 units. The height of the base triangle is 6, and the slant height is 5. Find its total surface area. This is our formula. 1/2. So in our A, that is height of the base triangle is 6 times 3 length plus 3/2 times in our base, that is 3 times 5, that is slant height. So 6 times 3 equals 18. 18 times 1/2, that is 9, plus 3/2 times 3 times 5 equals to 22.5. So now 9 plus 22.5, that is equals 31.5 units square. Find the surface area of triangular prism. The formula for the surface area of triangular prism is formed by adding up the area of all rectangular and triangular faces of a prism. Observe the following figure of a triangular prism to know the dimensions that are considered to frame the formula. This is our formula for the surface area of triangular prism. So open parentheses, E sub 1 plus E sub 2 plus E sub 3, close parentheses, plus length plus base times height. So B is the bottom edge of the base triangle. H is the height of the base triangle. Length, L is the length of the prism. And E sub 1, E sub 2, E sub 3 are the three edge sides of the base triangle. BH is the combined area of the two triangular faces. Now, just like for example, so this is the formula. Now our A sub 1, that is 12, plus A sub 2, that is 5, and A sub 3, that is 13. Now our length, that is 11, plus in our base, that is 5. 5, then multiply the height, 12. So 12 plus 5 plus 13, that is 30. Then times 11, 5 times 12, that is 60. So 30 times 11 plus 60, that is, find the surface area of rectangular pyramid. A rectangular pyramid has 4 triangular faces and 1 rectangular pyramid face. Thus, the total surface area of a rectangular pyramid is calculated by adding up the area of all rectangular and triangular faces. This is our formula of surface area of rectangular pyramid. So L, length of the rectangular base, W, width of the rectangular base, H, that is height of the pyramid. So L times W, that is area of the rectangular bases. Just like example. Find the total surface area of rectangular pyramid whose base length and width are 10 and 8 units. Also, the height of the pyramid is 5 units. So this is our formula. So 10 times 8 plus our length, that is 10 square root of 8/2, that is our width, then square, plus in our height, that is 5 square, plus in our width, that is 8. So our length, the square root of length, that is 10/2 square, plus in our height, that is 5 square. So 80 plus 64.03 plus 56.56, that is 259 square unit. That is in our surface area of a rectangle pyramid, that is 259 square units. Find the surface area of a square pyramid. The surface area of a square pyramid can be calculated by presenting the 3D figure into a 2D map. After expanding the 3D figure into a 2D map, we will create 1 square and 4 triangles. So this is our the formula of the surface area of square pyramid equals a squared plus 2el. So a, that is the side of base. A squared, because it's area of base. L, that is slant height. So this is our the base. So these are the two side of base. And this one is the length. Just like for the example. Find the surface area of a square pyramid of slant height 15 units and base length is 12 units. This is our the formula of surface area of square pyramid. So in our length, that is 12. 12 square plus 2 in our length, that is 12 times. So in our slant height, that is 15 times 15. So 12 times 12, that is 144. Plus 2 times 12 times 15, that is 360. So in our surface area of a square pyramid equals 504 square units. Now find the surface area of square. The formula of the surface area of the square depends on the radius of the square. So this is the formula of the square. This is the radius. So equals 4. There are 4 pi radius square. Just like for example, our radius, that is 9 inches. So that is in our the formula. So in our pi as a value of 3.14. Okay, 4 times in our value of pi, that is 3.14 times in our radius, that is 9 inches squared. Okay. 4 times 3.14, that is 12.56. So 9 times 9, that is 81. So in our surface area of a square, that is 1017.36 inches squared. Find the surface area of cylinder. The formula of the surface area of the cylinder is used to find the surface area occupied by the pieces of the cylinder and the curved surface of the cylinder. This is the radius. So in our the formula of the surface area of the cylinder, that is 2 pi radius square plus 2 pi radius and height. So this is our the height. Just like for example. So for example, radius of 5 inches in the height is equals 15 inches. This is our the formula. As a value of the pi, that is 3.40. So 2 times in our pi, that is 3.14 times in our radius, that is 5. So 5 squared plus 2 times in our pi, that is 3.14 times radius 5 times 15. So equals 2 times 3.14, that is 6.28 times 5 times 5, that is 25. So plus 2 times 3.14, that is 6.28 times 75. 5 times 15, that is 75. So in our surface area, that is 628 square units. Now find the volume of cube. This figure of the volume of cube. So now the volume of cube can be found multiplying the age of 3 times. This is the formula of the volume of cube equals is raised to the power of 3 or is cube. Example, calculate the volume of a cube with a side length of 2 inches. This is the formula of volume of cube. So, in our length, that is 2. So, 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 times 2 equals 8. So, in our volume of the length of this problem, that is 8 cubic inches. Now, find the volume of a cylinder. We know that the base of right circular cylinder is a circle and the area of circle of radius r equals pi radius square times height. The volume of cylinder is the number of unit cubes or cubes of unit length that can be fit into it. It is the space occupied by the cylinder as the volume of any in three-dimensional shape in the space occupied by it. So this is our formula. The volume of cylinder equals pi radius square times height. This is the example. Radius equals 25 inches. In our height, that is equal 120 inches. In our value of pi, that is equals 3.14. So in our formula, volume of a cylinder equals pi radius squared times height. So in our pi, that is 3.14 times in our radius, that is 25 squared. In our height, that is 120. So equals 3.14 times 25 squared times 120, that is 235,500 cubic inches. Find the volume of rectangular prism. So find the volume of rectangular prism. We multiply the length, width, and height, that is the area of base, is multiplied by the height of the prism to get the volume of the prism. So this is the formula of the volume of rectangular prism. Length times width times height. So L is the base length, W is the base width, H is the height of the prism. Just like for example, calculate the volume of rectangular prism whose height is 8 inches and whose base area is 90 square inches. This is our formula. Volume of rectangular prism equals base area times height. In our base area, that is 90 times in our height, that is 8. Okay, 90 times 8 equals to 720 cubic inches. So now, Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem equation is expressed as c squared equals a squared plus b squared. This is a figure. So where c is hypotenuse of the right triangle and e and b, that is the other two legs. So this is the altitude or height. This is the base, and this is the hypotenuse. So in our formula, so hypotenuse squared equals base squared times altitude width. Pythagorean theorem. This is the formula of the Pythagorean theorem. So this is the examples of the Pythagorean theorem. So in our base, that is 8. In our height or altitude, that is 6. So in our hypotenuse, that is unknown. So we're going to using this formula. So in our c squared, that is hypotenuse, that is x squared equals a squared, that is our base, that is 8 squared plus in our altitude, that is 6 squared. So now we're going to copy the x squared. So 8 times 8, that is 64, plus 6 times 6, that is 36. So x squared equals 64 plus 36, that is 100. So now that this is squared, you're going to square root of both sides. Okay. So square root of x squared, that is x, equals square root of 100, that is 10. So in our hypotenuse of this figure, that is 10.